isa, anong hinihintay pa? Dobleng minam nung nahanap mo ay nandito na. Sarap na buy one take one at hindi magbabago. Tara na dito sa Shawarma Shack, Shawarma Shack. Mas masaya pag dalawa. Shawarma Shack, Shawarma Shack. Doble ang sarap, dito may forever ka. Shawarma Shack, oh Shawarma Shack. Kaya dito ka na isama.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Isa, anong hinihintay pa? Dobleng minam nung nahanap mo ay nandito na. Sarap na buy one take one at hindi magbabago. Tara na dito sa Shawarma Shack, Shawarma Shack. Mas masaya pag dalawa. Shawarma Shack, Shawarma Shack. Doble ang sarap, dito may forever ka. Shawarma Shack, oh Shawarma Shack. Kaya dito ka na.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Isa, anong hinihintay pa? Dobleng minam nung nahanap mo ay nandito na. Sarap na buy one take one at hindi magbabago. Tara na dito sa Shawarma Shack, Shawarma Shack. Mas masaya pag dalawa. Shawarma Shack, Shawarma Shack. Doble ang sarap, dito may forever ka. Shawarma Shack, oh Shawarma Shack. Kaya dito ka na.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
12 young squads have slugged it out and battled tooth and nail for their positions, and now it's crunch time. The play-ins are now up upon us, and the stakes have never been this high. The ultimate battle for the 4th seed begins. Welcome to the Pinoyliga Next Man Cup, coming to you live here at the Enderun Titan Gym in Taguig City to bring you another game for today's play-ins of the Pinoyliga Next Man Cup, starting with the LPU Pirates facing off against the Enderun Titans. Earlier, natapos tayo kanina, Ateneo winning in a close one against the San Sebastian Golden Stags, and now Ateneo with a 1-0 record with a goal of going 2-0 and 1-1. Kung 1-1 man ang dalawang team, quotient ang lalaroin natin. And my name is Mix Gonzalez. Joining me, Justin Almeida here, and mamaya kakausapin natin si Bianca Tagarda for more kwentuhan on today's game. Justin, good afternoon to you and great to be with you to cover the play-ins of the Pinoyliga.
Yes, unang-una sa lahat, Mix, it has been a while since we covered the game together.
Yeah.
Usually tayong partner, pero eto, play-in tournament, and I'm glad to be covering with you again.
But let's paint the picture muna, no? For our viewers out there, ano ba ibig sabihin ng play-ins? Alam ko lang playoffs. But take a look at our format now. Kapag nasa play-ins tayo, the bottom 3 teams will battle for that 4th spot because nakasement na yung top 3 ng bracket nila. Sino ba yung top 3 in the bracket ng LPU and Enderun right now? And how high are the stakes for LPU and Enderun?
Okay, so ito namang LPU and Enderun, they are in Group Edge. So top 1, 2, and 3 is CSB, EAC, and Guangming College respectively.
Yeah.
Tapos itong Enderun, LPU, and UP, maglalaban sila for that final position. So for 4th place.
Correct.
So like you said earlier, their goal is to get 2-0. Pero if ever nga magka-triple tie, it will become a quotient system.
And now we are in the quarterfinals. So pag-usapan muna natin. Kanina natapos yung Ateneo nanalo against San Sebastian, and now sa group naman ito, LPU looking for a victory over Enderun. Pero pag-usapan muna natin yung Pirates in their previous game. What happened there?
Yes, previous game was Lyceum versus Emilio Aguinaldo College, where of course ang mga standouts natin was Lion Palingayan with 6 points, 6 assists, and 2 steals, and itong si Carl Andrew Nocom with 12 points and 1 block.
I mean, alam naman natin na yan usually yung standouts ng LPU Pirates squad. Pero kung tutunghay naman tayo sa keys to winning ng LPU dito, specifically against the Enderun Titans, what would they be?
You know, Lyceum is a high-scoring team, so they're going to look to outrun Enderun. But the thing is, they shouldn't rush their attack because Lyceum likes to rush things. Sometimes their decision making is a little erratic, but if they can control that, they can put themselves in a good position to win today.
And that's for LPU. Pero mamaya, mas papag-usapan natin in detail kung ano yung nangyari sa LPU in their previous games. But now, tunghayan na natin ang attention natin sa Enderun Titans in their previous game. What happened there, Justin?
Okay, ang Enderun Titans naman, their previous game was against the UP Fighting Maroons. Sila naman nanalo 81-70. And of course,
close one.
Oh, it was Kenneth Uwumba who got Best Player of the Game honors. Usual
naman.
Oo, with 28 points, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. And also DJ Howe with 23 points as well, 2 assists and 1 steal.
I mean, looking at the rebound differential, 41-26, and halos pantay lang sila sa steal department. So in terms of defensive intensity, halos at par sila. But UP being the bottom seed in the bracket, not a very good sign for Enderun. But in terms of their specific pointers naman, nahaharapin nila yung Pirates. What are they supposed to do in this ball game, Justin? What do you think?
You know, something that Enderun can improve on is, of course, their 3-point shooting.
Yeah.
As nakikita natin, 4 out of 28. That is very low. If they can get more points from the outside, malaking tulong yan para sa Enderun. And of course, Kenneth Uwumba has to get going in transition.
Yeah.
That is his strength.
Yung talaga bread and butter ni
Oo.
Kenneth. Yeah.
Kumbaga, pag nakabuelo siya, malaking tulong yan para sa Enderun Titans.
And those are the keys to winning naman ng Enderun. Ngayon, kakausapin naman natin ang ating courtside reporter na si Bianca Tagarda for more pointers and kung ano ba yung mga kwentuhan nila with the coaches, with the players ng LPU Enderun to get a closer look into the action for today. Bianca, anong kwento mo dyan?
Mga kaliga, for this play-ins, it's the LPU Pirates versus the Enderun Titans. And for the LPU Pirates, Coach MC tells na hati na raw sa dalawa ang Team B roster nila dahil sa dami ng sinasalihan nilang off-season leagues this summer. Pero kahit saan naman daw sila ilagay, ay dapat ready sila to fight and of course, to test kung sino nga ba ang magsa-stand out kahit saan pa sila malagay. Well, as for the Enderun Titans, Coach Pipo tells that they keep on losing players due to injuries, which is why this is the perfect time for the remaining to embody the league's title, and that is the next man up mantra. But Migs and Justin, ano ba yung pakiramdam ninyo for this play-ins game?
I mean, this is gonna be very high stakes, no, for Coach Pipo and for the LPU community. Pero ano naman yung feeling ng mga players ngayon? Kanina natapos yung Ateneo San Sebastian, pero kinakabahan din ba yung LPU tsaka Enderun, Bianca?
Yes, Migs and Justin. Well, as for the LPU, very excited sila for this play-ins match dahil dito nga sila makakabawi apart from their standings noong eliminations. While for the Enderun Titans, may halong gigil dahil nga paunti ng paunti yung players nila, and this time gustong-gusto na talaga nilang manalo dahil it just takes 2 wins in order to step up to the next level. Migs and Justin?
Yeah, the pressure is at an all-time high. Thank you, Bianca, for both of these teams to qualify for the playoffs ng Next Man Cup. Pero punta naman tayo sa prediction natin, Justin. For now, I'm going with Enderun. I mean, sa ngayon, kahit nawawalan sila ng players, nalalagasan sila. Kumbaga, because of injury, I believe Kenneth Owumba will carry the victory here against the Pirates.
Okay, ako naman, I think that the Pirates will start out really hot. They're gonna start out strong, come out with guns blazing. So, sa Pirates tayo ngayon.
Alright, and the prediction has been set. Pero hindi naman yun formal. Laro-laro lang naman na prediction natin yun. Let's get this ball rolling for game number 2 between the LPU Pirates and the Enderun Titans.
You have to wing it, huh?
Julian Kulanay. To guard number 8, Richmond Casino. Playing center number 80, Jovan Abrigana. And at forward number 9, Yuan Reyes. Also forward number 74, Jose Caicedo. Head coach for the LPU Pirates is MC Caceres. And now, here are the starters for the Enderun Titans. Coming at guard number 1, Lloyd Oliva. To guard number 22, Joshel Gastador. At forward number 24, Kenneth Umba. Also forward number 10, Rejoice Jimenez. And man in the middle, number 15, Albert Libago. Head coach for the Enderun Titans is Pipo Nontu. Our game officials for this ball game, crew chief Dennis Tolik, umpire 1 John Lesigas, umpire 2 Raymond Liantada.
Starting 5 on your screens now, Julian Kulanay and Richmond Casino will be the starting 1 and 2 for the Pirates, with Abrigana at the center. Reyes and Caicedo will be their 3 and 4. On the side of Enderun naman, Lloyd Oliva, Gastador will be their PG, and SG Libago at the center. Owumba, the starting 3, with Rejoice Jimenez to complete the 5 for the Enderun Titans. And we are about to get game number 2 underway between the Enderun Titans and the LPU Pirates for the continuation of the play-ins of the Pinoyliga Next Man Cup.
Oh, and there was just a last-minute substitution.
Change pala, no?
Oo.
Yeah.
For point guard for the Enderun Titans, it will be Sean Manese.
Si Sean Manese na.
Siya ang court general muna itong first quarter.
Pero kanina nung nakita ako sa dugout ng Enderun, parang hindi nakabihi si DJ Howe.
Oo nga eh. I think that was the
he's
report.
injured, no? Yeah.
Oo, yung report ni Bianca na ito nga yung next man up mentality ng
Enderun, no?
Oo,
I mean, comparing benches now, medyo outnumbered yung bench ng Enderun. Like probably 2-1, I think. Or I might be mistaken. But these guys, the firepower that these guys have for the Titans now, not to be underestimated.
Yes.
So definitely, a high-stakes game.
Oh.
Kasi 4th place naman na nakasalalay dito for the playoffs. So only time will tell. Let's see. Game number 2 underway between Enderun and LPU.
Yes, pero ito naman si Sean Manese, you know, he is a very steady point guard. You know, he won't do too much. He will do exactly what's needed on the floor.
And missing there early is Enderun. So LPU now down the other way as Casino loses it to Manese. Carving out space. Wild shot. Second time, not the charm. And Casino now will bring it down against Manese. Casino, we know as the Spitfire guard of LPU here. He scores in bunches every time. Si Richmond. And speaking of escaping from the defense, gets that 2 to go.
Oh, naalala ko, binansagan ko yan para siyang J.R. Smith.
J.R. Smith, yeah, I remember that. The day that you named him J.R. Smith, I was there.
Oh, I think that was the first game of LPU, no?
Yeah, that was actually the first game.
Against Guangming College.
Against Guangming. Wow, naalala mo pa.
Oh, and look at us now. We're already here in the
In the
play-in
play-ins
tournament.
na, no? And ball sails back to Enderun, I believe. Yep. After that one, as 2-0 now in favor of the Pirates. Taking a look at this LGR rebound of the game. That was number 10 ng Enderun, si Joyce Jimenez. Owumba tries his luck from 3, in and out. And Enderun could not rely on him too much, no? Hindi siya pwede lang yung source of offense ng Enderun. Even though DJ Howe is down because of injury right now, kailangan makahanap ng iba pang source of offense itong Enderun Titans.
Yes, exactly, Mix. That is what Enderun needs to do. Aside from getting points from sila si Owumba, and of course DJ Howe, wala siya dito ngayon. Kailangan nila ng extra points from their bench.
Owumba all the way to the hole. Full head of steam, but stopped by Caicedo. And foul will be whistled against Caicedo.
And right away, Kenneth Owumba using his strength in the open floor. Pag nakakuha ng one step ahead yan, delikado
Mahirap
si
na.
Kenneth Owumba.
Kapag nalagpas sa kanya, kumbaga lista mo na lang eh.
Oo.
Sige.
Hard foul na agad no?
Oo. Pero sino ba yung mga naging top contributors ng Enderun during their last game? Do we have any, ano ba yung naging scouting natin doon?
Well, of course, yun nga, it's the usual Kenneth Owumba and DJ Howe. But in their previous game, it was Joey Panganiban.
Oh, yes.
Oo, naka 13 points rin siya. Very athletic guard. Delikado rin yan in transition.
Ooh.
Oo, pero I think he's not suited up to... No, he is.
He is.
Coming off the bench.
Yep. Wala lang si Howe, for sure. Si DJ Howe, yeah. But Casino finds himself on the receiving end of a foul. So he'll be going to the charity stripe for 2 shots. Scoring the first 2 points of the Pirates. Now with a chance to score the next 2.
Itong si Rejoice Jimenez is also a candidate to have a breakout game for Enderun. Alam ko, he's also a transferee.
Si Rejoice, no?
Yes. Alam ko, naglaro na yan sa mga Next Man Cup natin before for
Yes.
another college.
I just can't
Oo.
put my nose on it. Pero, you know, now he sports for the Enderun Titans.
If I'm not mistaken, it's a green and white school Parang
Ah,
naalala
okay.
ko, baka
It
Our
might
Lady
be.
of Fatima. Kaya,
It might be, yeah.
One of those schools.
Almost a turnover here for Enderun. Owumba controls it, but Abregana has other plans. Tapped away by Gastador. LPU stays as Casino recalls the action.
Itong si Abregana rin, a late addition for LPU.
Oh,
Getting player of the game honors rin in one of their previous games, I think
Yes.
against UP.
against UP, yeah.
Oo.
Na makakaharap din nila sa round robin na to, no? And that's the thing with the play-in format because with the bottom 3 teams now have equal chance to get to that 4th place. Tapos pagkatapos ng playoffs na tayo, twice to beat advantage for the 1st and 2nd seed.
It's definitely a hard spot to be in, pero syempre pag
Oo.
nandiyan ka, laban lang.
Laban, kayang-kaya. Libago sets the screen for Manese. Pull-up jumper, he has that in his arsenal.
Sean Manese with a very steady elbow jumper and giving Enderun the lead.
Reyes Hands it off on the right wing, but bothered by Libago. But Enderun will continue to run. Manese all the way and gets that layup to go. Little 4-0 run for Sean.
Oh, medyo early spark off the bench itong si Manese, no?
Yep. But mukhang LPU was trying to complain about that last no call, but referee's call will stand. Caicedo rolls to the basket. Gets it out to Reyes against Sean. Oh, and miscommunication on that pass. Owumba, full head of steam against Caicedo. Floats it up off the glass. And no good there. As Kenneth Owumba will find himself at the free throw line.
Yan naman yung sinasabi natin. Oh, a full head of steam.
Yep.
Sure foul na.
And that's your Eastern Communications assist of the game. Owumba showing he can't just score, he can also pass. Patino checking in also for LPU. Uupo muna etong sina Caicedo and Reyes. And another rare face for LPU here. Etong si Desmond Collian, yeah.
Yes, of course, Desmond Collian played for the Phil Nation Select
Yeah.
in our previous global,
Sa Global
Invitation.
Invitational,
Oo.
nakakatapos lang. Nagpakitang gilas ang Nagoya Gakuin University, both
Oo.
their men's team and women's team. Eh, grabe naman yung men's team nila. Talagang drive kung drive. Always put on the gas pedal as early offense there for Desmond Collian.
Oh, agad-agad nagpakita si Desmond Collian ng athletic ability niya with that alley-oop.
Oh, and Kenneth Owumba skies through everyone. Just showing the Pirates exactly who they are. Take a look at this instant replay. Owumba lost the ball initially, stayed with it, collected, puts it up with the offhand. Parang ako lang yun. Oo. Kapag walang kalaban.
Baka i-reveal ko yung mga pinagagawa mo lately. Nag-secret training
Hindi,
ka eh.
oo. Yung mga tinitrain, yung mga nagsushooting ka lang, tapos hinahabol mo yung bola, ganun yan eh. Pero if babalikan nga natin, yung keys to winning ng Enderun, hindi pwedeng umasa lang kay Owumba, but aside from that, hindi na lang pwedeng madaliin yung atake nila. I mean, attacking in transition is one of their strengths, especially against an LPU squad na medyo mahilig mag-half-court set. But, you know, Enderun has to diversify. Buti na lang si Sean Manese. Nakaka-score na early for Enderun here.
Oh, great start para kay Sean Manese with quick 4 points para sa Enderun. And you know what I noticed about teams that like to attack in transition, pagdating ng late game, pag medyo sumisikip na yung depensa, that's when they start struggling eh.
Could it be fatigue?
I think it's more of, you know, they need to find how to score in the offensive sets. Pag medyo bumabagal na yung laro.
Sa bagay. Kasi kapag, kumbaga, fast break lang kilala sa'yo, pero pagdating sa half-court set, no?
Oo.
That's something na, kasi kung susuriin din natin, no? Yung half-court set ng Enderun, it usually ends up in an outside shot eh.
Oo.
Hindi, bihira lang na again, pinag-usapan natin to before in a previous game for Enderun na Owumba has to develop that post-up, no? Same thing with LPU, because LPU naman, wala silang de-developan ng post-up kasi wala silang matatapat eh. With the likes of Owumba, Salaudin, sina TJ Adams, mahirap yun eh.
Oo.
And here we go, the half-court set of LPU. Kulanay, Collian, left wing three-pointer, 5 points now for Desmond Collian, and he's feeling it.
Oh, and speaking of no inside presence, Desmond Collian, a big man but with range from the outside.
Modern basketball for you.
Yes.
I mean, everyone, I remember, no, na tuwing pinapag-usapan ng mga coaches yan, no, yung mga from the timeout, shooting is a must. Always. Na kahit anong posisyon mo, kahit sentro ka or not, kahit forward, guardia, shooting lagi. Isa sa mga must yan.
Oh, at saka the best comparisons talaga nowadays is, syempre may Chet Holmgren na tayo, and
Correct.
who's the one from the San Antonio Spurs?
Si Victor Wembanyama.
Yes, Wembanyama.
And speaking of breaks, LPU will take a quick break after that alley-oop by the Titans as they find themselves above by 5. Owumba signed that break. Panganiban, alley-oop to Libago. And we'll be taking a timeout. We'll be right back after these messages.
Kung bitin sa isa, anong hinihintay pa? Dobling ninamnam na hanap mo ay nandito na. Sarap na buy one take one at hindi magbabago. Tara na dito sa Shawarma Shack, Shawarma Shack. Mas masaya pagdala
Mga kaliga, we are missing a lot of players here for the Enderun Titans. Kagaya na lamang ni DJ Howe, who is currently on the sidelines, not in his jersey due to an injury. Apart from that, CP Maliano is still recuperating from his finger injury. But all is well for the Enderun Titans as they have long been preparing for situations like this before. At kagaya na rin ng sinabi ko dati, some players are trained to play two roles at one time. Kagaya na lamang ni Sean Manese na talagang pinanindigan na rin ang paglalaro ng two roles at one time. But let's see how they will perform in their first play-ins match today. Now let's go back to the panel.
Thank you, Bianca. And yun nga, no? Enderun missing the services of DJ Howe and CP Malanyo as they recover from their respective injuries. Gano'n ba laking impact itong si Howe tsaka si Malanyo on this Enderun Titan team?
And of course, DJ Howe, he is the main point guard for Enderun Titans. He controls the pace for their squad. Pero itong si CP Malano, also a big loss to their team. You know, he got injured in their second game. And siya talaga yung knockdown shooter nila from the perimeter.
Pero kaya pinapasok, no? Ito sina Joey Panganiban, Sean Manese, also a reliable outside shooter. And malay mo, si Doniel Odal, also stretch 4, if I'm not mistaken, para sa Enderun, no?
Stress 4, kumbaga.
Stress? May stretch naman.
Hindi, pag gumagana siya para sa...
Stress yun sa kalaban?
Stress sa kalaban.
Yun pala. So Wumba pulls down that rebound. Enderun now off to the races. Manese looking for it. Inside pass. Excellent movement for Enderun. Panganiban with a cupcake.
Mukhang they're really owning that next man up mentality.
Yeah.
No? Everyone off the bench producing right away.
May term na tinatawag quiet intensity. Parang yun yung ini-exhibit ng dalawang team ngayon. No? Parang hindi sila masyado nagsasalita. But you can tell that there's an extra oomph every time they shoot. No? And Castador in and out on that 3. Panganiban loses his air clip but stays with the play. Libago to Owumba, skies for it, uses the glass and in.
Gotta give credit to Libago there, finding Owumba on that backdoor cut.
Yep. And set to check in for Enderun. Another tower. Another problem here are Mustafa Salahuddin and Doniel Odal.
Malaking size advantage na naman si Mustafa Salahuddin. You know, one of their lengthy...
Because he's bigger than Owumba. That's the
Yes.
thing. And that's gonna be a problem for LPU. No? And kung titignan natin yung magiging game plan dapat ng LPU, could they take it inside more and look for fouls? Or sino ba yung mga designated shooter ng Pirates na to?
Siyempre, sa Pirates, no, you have Richmond Casino who will light it up anytime he gets open.
Yeah.
And itong si Kulanay, you know, he is the veteran para sa squad nila.
Tsaka si Palingayan eh.
Oo.
Si Leon Palingayan.
And so far, wala pang, no? Hasn't gotten minutes
Not yet. Yep. Casino steps back for 3. Sinks that 3-pointer for LPU.
Big shot for Lyceum there, cutting this lead down to 5.
And trying to bother Owumba is Kulanay. 3-pointer. That's good. Para kay Josiel Gastador.
One of the surprise starters for Enderun and gets his first 3-pointer today.
Kulanay kicks it out to Colian. All the way to the basket. Falling away hook shot is good for LPU. And that is going to be the end of the 8 minutes of the first quarter. Timeout will be called here. We'll be right back after these messages. Taking a look at this instant replay. Colian falling away and getting that shot to go. We'll be right back. Stay tuned for more action.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
And now coming back into the first quarter, 6-point lead rather for the Enderun Titans now with the remaining 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Panganiban runs into some trouble. LPU regains control. Ball by Peter Mulligan. On him is Sean Manese. Hesitation move by Mulligan. That's going to be a travel all the way to the States. He needs 3 passports for those steps.
A couple of hesitation moves, no? Para kay Mulligan.
Naiwan na si Manese. But that's going to be a foul down low, so that's going to be an inbound for LPU. Papasok na rin si Hadrian Basilio. Papasok muna para kay Sean Manese. Hindi ko pa masyado nakita itong si Hadrian Basilio. Kung ano yung nagiging ambag niya. Ano ba yung laro niya? Have you seen him before?
Not so familiar din with Basilio.
Pero nakikita ko to sa practice ng Enderun.
Oo.
Parang usually siya yung actually vocal na leader ng Enderun. But I'm not so sure what his role is now in-game. Hindi ko pa siya na-experience.
Well, ito na nga. Next man up mentality. Makita natin what he can give.
There we go.
To their team.
Salahuddin overshoots that hook, but again, prime position for Mustafa. Inside, and just denied there after that pass by Caicedo. Panganiban, all the way to the basket. Finger roll is good.
Joey Panganiban playing a similar role to what Kenneth Oumba is doing.
Oo nga eh.
Kita natin si Coach Pico sumisigaw talaga eh. Go! Go!
Kasi they can push the pace, no? That's the thing. Because LPU now, their goal is to outrun Enderun.
Yes.
But baka nakakalimutan na, this is Enderun. Na they even have run in their name. So that's gonna be a tough train to stop.
Galing ng timing mo dun.
Syempre. And syempre ngayon, no, LPU has to be very, very careful because they're down by 8 in the first quarter. And usually kapag ganyan, hirap yung LPU mag-comeback eh. That's the trouble with the Pirates.
Very important for them to start out strong, no? Pero not doing so far here in the first quarter.
Basilio, little elbow jumper from the top of the key. Odal, saves it to Gastador. Mustafa, drop step. Matik yan para kay Mustafa.
You have to see the size advantage that Mustafa has.
Hard not to see. It's hard not to see. Last shot now for LPU. Dribbling it out is Carl. Sorry, that's not Carl Nokum. All the way to the basket. Excellent inside hand. But layup will not go. Oh, sorry, that is Nokum. Sorry, yung mata ko kasi hindi na. It's not like before. And LPU not looking like how they were before. Down by 10 now, 24-14, as Enderun takes a 10-point lead. Sean Manese providing that early spark of that last-minute substitution from the starting 5. And Desmond Colian, Richmond Casino, not enough firepower for this LPU squad. We'll be right back for more action. Second quarter naman ang parating. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. And second quarter now is about to go underway. 10 minutes again here in the first half for the Enderun Titans and the LPU Pirates. And for those who have just tuned in, you are watching the Pinoyliga Next Man Cup. The play-ins have now begun. Game 1 has summarized kanina. Ateneo getting a victory over the San Sebastian Golden Stags, putting their record up to 1-0. Kumbaga sa play-ins kasi ngayon, Justin, nag-reset eh. Kumbaga yung mga records ng teams for the 4th to 6th seed para ma-clinch nga yung 4th spot na yan.
Saka napakalaking advantage, no? Winning by 13 points.
Yeah.
That will be very crucial if ever they go into the quotient system.
Singson, out to Mulligan. Getting that pick from Colian. Oh, and behind the head pass to Desmond. He can sink those, but just in and out. Caicedo controls it.
swabe ng pangalan niya, Parang it just rolls off of your tongue, Mulligan.
Oh, and nga. Sakto lang. Oh, and Udal and Collian, a little bit of rough housing inside, no? But it looks like they're gonna be fine.
You have to give credit to Desmond Collian, no? After that stint with the Global Invitational,
Sa Film Nation, no?
oh, he's playing with more confidence now.
Yeah. Hindi natin kasi siya masyadong nagpakita nung previous games ng LPU. Sa next man and all the way is Carl Nocum.
He's one of the key players to watch out for para sa Lyceum. And he has to do just that, attack the basket for Lyceum.
The single most potent source of offense here for the Pirates, no? If hindi nag-iinit si Casino, kailangan mag-step up ito ni Nocum. Salaudin down the high block. Panganiban trying to repost Mustafa, drop step underneath. Offensive foul there. That shoulder was just above the shoulders. That elbow was just above the shoulders of the defender, no?
Using his elbow to ward off the defense, and yun na nga, natawagan ng offensive foul.
Full court press here for Enderun, no? As they are just up by 8. Collian. Parang medyo Lonzo Ball to I mean, his dribbling package, his medyo pagka-nonchalant niya, medyo Lonzo Ball, no? Na shooter din, pero kaya sumaksak.
So, nakita namin yan sa mga comment section ng Global Invitational. Dami nga nagko-comment parang Lonzo Ball nga daw.
Medyo Lonzo Ball, no?
Collian.
Doniel Udal will be taking a seat for Enderun for now. So they'll be seeing Panganiban, Salaudin, Manese, Jimenez, and sorry, I can't see the other person. Si Zachary Dionela. There we go. My eyes fail me. And another missed shot here for LPU. Manese got some elbow jumpers to go earlier. Could not add to his total.
Sayang. Great move to create space. There bounces off the ring.
Singson gets the pick from Collian. Behind the back pass to Desmond. High arcing floater is good. And there's the confidence of Desmond.
Bringing it over here to the next man cup.
Sean Manese trying to look for Dionela. Finds Rejoice. Rejoice probably not ready for that pass and blocked by Carl Nocum. And he is in disbelief. It sounded like it was all ball actually. Pero kung naabutan ng konti, no? Itong si Zachary Dionela.
Maybe caught the arm, the shooting arm.
That was a pretty high jump by Carl Nocum. That was very surprising. And we see him, no? I mean, outside of Pinoyliga, he's training by himself. He's really working on the skills, on his bag, if you will, no? Talagang tinatry niya maging shot creator na proficient. I just can't remember the player that plays like him na parang medyo Kobe yung laro Itong si Carl Nocum, no? I just forgot. He wears a red jersey. I just forgot his name. Pero kapag, once he gets that ball, kapag nakakuha sa pwesto, mahirap na pigilan
Hirap
Phone
na.
booth scorer. That's the term I was trying to look for. That's what Carl Nocum's trying to do. And Salaudin, easy offensive rebound. Wants another board. Medyo stat pad lang ng konti.
2 offensive rebounds. That goes to show how the size advantage of Mustafa Salaudin.
But in terms of overall team effort, I think Enderun is playing with a much greater sense of urgency. They understand it's the play-ins. They don't want to go 0-1. They want to get that 1-0 lead against this LPU Pirate squad para pagharap nila sa yung kasama nila sa bracket nila, which is yung UP.
Yes.
They want to go in there with the 1-0 lead. I mean, that's that just goes without saying.
Of course, that's the easiest way to get into that semi-final spot.
Yeah.
And the first quarter for Enderun, it was more of fast-paced basketball. They started attacking the basket, transition points. Ngayon naman, it is their tenacity in the offensive boards that's giving them this 8-point victory.
Yeah, it's actually going to be very interesting to see
Lead
later on sa halftime stats. Yeah, the lead. So far in the second quarter with about 7 remaining. Manese calling the play for Enderun. Gets that pick from Jimenez. Slices down the defense and Salaudin with a slam dunk. Excellent setup by Sean Manese. He attracted the defense. Ang bilis niyang na-attract Biglang na-freeze na lang yung paint
Smart play, attacking the double team and dropping it off to Salaudin.
Colian almost got away with the travel. Cross-court pass to Nocum with a Pinoy step. Tough shot by Carl Nocum against the defense of Mustafa Salaudin.
Yung bang sinasabi mong phone booth bag niya?
That's the phone booth bag, right? Na, actually, hindi phone booth kasi medyo malayo eh. And Salaudin with back-to-back baskets here. Yung nakikita ko kasi sa Facebook, yung para mga step-back jumper niya eh. Yung mga one dribble tapos punch away. Yun eh.
Parang ito yung strength niya, yung driving
yung
to the
ganun.
basket.
There we go. Kicks it out. Mulligan to the paint. But that will be no count on that last shot. Foul, I believe, will be on. That's gonna be on Joey Panganiban. Yep. Mustafa Salaudin is just too tall. He's just too hard to stop down the block. Kapag nakuha na, unless you have like a TJ Adams on your squad, no, mahirap pigilan yung ganyan.
Oh, and the early penalty situation na para sa Enderun Titans.
For Enderun.
6 minutes remaining.
They're up by 9, but you know, the penalty is not something to be underestimated, no?
Something that the gray shirts can take advantage of.
Mulligan misses his second free throw, but looks like lane violation will be called. Yep, another free throw here.
Pero great job para sa coaching staff nitong Enderun to use Mustafa Salaudin inside.
Yeah. Yun yung kagandahan ngayon, no? Kasi kapag nakapasok si Mustafa, doon naman uupo si Uumba. And you can see how the offense shifts ng Enderun, which is both a pro and a con, no?
Oo.
Pro kasi kapag pumasok si Mustafa, heavy na sila sa half-court set. He's trying to get into that low post-up. Pero pag nandyan si Uumba, takbo lang ng takbo yung Enderun. I mean, they look like a fast break team eh, kapag si Uumba nakapasok. And it just shows the diversity ng Enderun, both in their guards and their forwards. But also a con, because now they're forced to play the pace of whoever FSA is in. Sorry, not FSA. If it's either Uumba or Salaudin. Pero baka may additional kwento naman sa ang ating courtside reporter na si Bianca Tagarda. What do you have for us, Bianca?
Well, maiba naman, Migs and Justin. Following Desmond Collian's performance in the Pinoyliga Global Invitationals Cup, Coach MC is impressed by his performance there with the Phil-Am Nation Select Team. Para kay Coach MC, he is happy and proud that Desmond gets to show himself in that tournament dahil nga sa NCAA style of playing daw, may sistema na sinusundan. But all thanks to the Global Invitationals that Desmond is getting the recognition he deserves, not just from his team and coach, but also from others as well. Now, Mix and Justin, paano ba makakapitalize ang isang Desmond Collian in your team?
Thank you, Bianca. And after that great step-back jumper by Carl Nocum, Rejoice Jimenez with an end one of his own. How do you capitalize on a Desmond Collian in your team? Kasi he's not really a big man, but he's also not a shooter. He's like an in-between. So how do you capitalize on players like that?
Well, now that Desmond Collian, pinakitaan niya tayo kung ano yung meron siya. Yun talaga yung how to capitalize on him. Nakita natin kung ano yung strengths niya. Now, the whole college scene knows kung paano siya gagamitin.
Yeah.
And at least now may familiarity na tayo kung paano siya naglalaro.
Pero would you put him like as a shooting forward? Do you teach him to post up? I mean, going up against the college teams in the NCAA, kasi yun naman yung preparation nila. What do you think best fits their style of play ng LPU?
I think he can be a stretch four. If you want to space the floor, gusto mo lumuwag yung depensa, you put in a power forward like him na makakatira sa labas, lalabas yung mga big men mo.
That's
and
right.
luluwag yung depensa sa loob.
And after Desmond Collian, Carl Nocum is single-handedly lifting the offense of the LPU Pirates. And it's an absolute pleasure to watch as Peter Mulligan gets the end one against Enderun, and now they're just down by 3. Parang naka-nap ba ako? Parang ang bilis na wala ng lead ng Enderun. And Carl Nocum, excellent pass there. Off balance pa dun si Peter. But gets that shot to go.
Not just the offensive arsenal, pero the passing game of Carl Nocum right on display.
Timeout will be called for now. We'll be right back for more Pinoy Liga action. Down to the last 4.5 here in the second quarter between Enderun and LPU. Mulligan now will be taking his free throws after that no-look pass by Richmond. Down to Peter.
Oh, napangiti si Mulligan dun. Eh.
Ganda kasi ng pass ni Richmond daw eh. And second free throw is good.
Ayun na nga, after that quick nap, Migs, 2 points na lang ang lamang ng Enderun.
Oh my goodness, that was quick. And they didn't even go... Well, actually, they tried to outrun Enderun, no? They actually tried to do that. And that's gonna be a foul down the... away from the shot. Trying to stop Nocom on that fast break. Fouled by Sean Manese.
And miscommunication there, no? Two black shirts going for the ball, nagkabanggaan. And ito, capitalizing is Carl Nocom.
Si Nocom, he hit back-to-back threes just in the second quarter, pero free throws, mukhang Achilles heel. But he's gonna split this, I'm sure.
Tingnan natin.
I'm sure. He's not gonna miss this one. I'm 100% sure. Watch. Carl, pasok mo. Sabi sa'yo.
Gumana yung para ka naka-controller eh. Perfect release.
Perfect release yun eh, 100%. No smothered. Manese against Casino. Mabigat tong backcourt ng LPU, Casino and Nocom.
No.
With Abrigana, Mulligan, and who's that guy in the middle? Itong number 9. Itong si Juan Reyes. Oh, and Casino, excellent Euro step across Sean Manese. LPU now up by 1 after being down by as much as 9.
Grabe to. Athletic yung backcourt nila ngayon, no?
Oh, yeah. And that's tough to stop, no? And ngayon, the challenge for the inside presence now as Sean Manese lands that jumper is to control the boards. I mean, LPU isa sa mga Waterloo din nila itong rebounding department. Eh. That's something that they have not done as well as they would have wanted. So to fit that backcourt presence as Mulligan lands that perimeter shot is to control the boards for LPU.
Itong mga guards naman ng both teams, very basic ang laro as Sean Manese gets another triple from the middle.
Another one. And if babalikan natin yung specific keys ng Enderun, no? Ay, ng LPU rather, it's to attack the opposing backcourt. Even though DJ Howe is in for Enderun, I mean, the backcourt of LPU has a clear advantage. And excellent defense there by Uwumba. Just covering Casino. Reyes, shot clock at 4. Excellent rejection by Jimenez. Uwumba, full head of steam, finger roll, up and in. And that's good.
Speaking of the backcourt nga of LPU, parang may offensive arsenal sila eh, no? Pero itong Enderun Titans naman, they rely more on transition.
And that is a sight you would not want to see if you're the Pirates. Uwumba getting at least 4 dribbles. Magbilang ka na ng mga segundo mo. Either mapipituhan ka ng foul or mapipituhan ka na basket na lang si Uwumba.
Pag nakita mo na iwan yung primary defender sa half court pa lang, sumigaw ka na dun sa kampe mo, help!
Wala eh, kasi siya lang kasi mag-isa eh. And in terms of player comparison, in terms of his style of play, his consistency throughout the seasons of Pinoyliga, I'd say Kenneth Uwumba is like LeBron.
Yeah.
No, I think he's the perfect LeBron here for Pinoyliga in general. No? Kasi when I think of all the possible players that could be like LeBron, walang tatapat kay Uwumba eh. He has the outside stroke. He's deadly in transition. He can guard all positions. And magaling siya. He knows how to read situations. And that's gonna be a very big asset for Enderun. As we take a look at the shacking play of the game, brought to you by Shawarma Shack, that throwdown earlier by Mustafa Salahuddin. We'll be right back after this timeout. Stay tuned.
Kung bitin sa isa, anong hinihintay pa? Dobling ninamnam na hanap mo ay nandito na. Sarap na buy one take one at hindi magbabago. Tara na dito sa Shawarma Shack, Shawarma Shack. Mas masaya pag dalawa. Shawarma Shack, Shawarma Shack. Doble ang sarap, dito may forever ka. Shawarma Shack, oh Shawarma Shack. Kaya dito ka na isama.
And now back to the second quarter as LPU is up by 5 against this Titan team. 42-37. 2 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Inbounding here is LPU. Sorry, up by 5 ang Enderun, not LPU. Casino. Inbounds it to Abrigana. Finds Juan Reyes. And shot clock runs out as Casino puts it up. Tries at least as the shot clock expires. And now Enderun will have a chance.
Pero ikaw, Migs, I don't know if you would agree with me, no?
Yeah.
If you were Lyceum or kung opponent ka ng Enderun,
Oh.
would you agree?
Enderun, goodbye. Kenneth Owumba with the tomahawk of a lifetime. Mamaya ako sasabihin kung mag-agree ako or not, no? Because LPU has bigger problems right now. Shot so nice, you gotta see it twice. Diba? Naparetract tayo. Now that is their shocking play of the ball game. Brought to you by the Shawarma Shack, Kenneth Owumba. Full head of steam with bad man intentions.
Yes, sir.
Throwing it down for Enderun.
Bad intentions indeed.
Anyway, you were saying if I would agree or not.
Pero on point nga yung ginawa ni Owumba doon
Yeah.
eh. If you were Lyceum or kahit sino mang kalaban ng Enderun, tingin mo ba the best way to guard itong si Owumba would be to let him shoot from the outside? Kung i-bait mo siya tumira sa labas.
Well, it should only be, I don't think it's gonna be a consistent way to play Kenneth Owumba because he does have that outside stroke. Pero I think something that they could use is dikitan mo siya sa labas pa lang. Because ngayon yung parang nangyayari sa LPU, naging receptive na lang sila. Reactive na lang eh. Kumbaga, hindi nila active na dinidikitan. Itong si Owumba at transition. So, if you noticed, just from that tomahawk dunk by Owumba, the primary defender was kind of far from him. He got enough momentum to sky from that medyo free throw area and landing in the dunk.
Kumbaga, hindi nila dinidictate yung pwede niyang gawin. No? Parang they just take what's given.
Yeah, and that's something na it's hard to stop him, no? You can hope to delay him, but if you're LPU, you have so many weapons in Kolanay, you have Casino, you have Nokum, you have Kolyan, who's getting a lot of confidence, and Abrigana na hindi pa masyadong utilized in this ball game that has earned the player of the game credential in their last one. And Owumba trying to put on another poster, but Reyes as solid as a rock. Casino pull away jumper, no good.
Grabe, back-to-back sana yun, no?
Owumba was trying to make his statement here sa Pinoyliga, no? Play-ins baka mo. Nakita na. Here we go. And Juan Reyes had other plans. Sabi niya, nope. Baka ma-Kodak moment ako in the future, but today is not the day. Hindi pa ngayon.
So sobrang ganda ng play na yun. Kahit mintis, may replay pa rin. Di ba?
That was... Muntik na ako mahulog sa upuan ko. Hindi ako ready dun.
Pag nahulog, sasaluhin naman kita.
Yun ang gusto ko sa'yo, Justin. Tama yan. Tama yan. And Casino has been not a steady contributor yet, no, for LPU. Pero sila ninukom, sila ang bumubuhay ngayon sa opensa ng LPU, honestly. The big men of the Pirates have done a pretty decent job, I'd say, in securing the boards. But in terms of converting the points, hindi pa masyado. Three-pointer on the way for Joshel Gastador. No good. Met at the apex. Gastador to Owumba. Three-pointer. Yes, sir! And Kenneth Owumba getting that three to go. Abrigana all the way to the basket.
Sayang, no? Itong Lyceum, they already cut the lead down to 2 points. Pero nakasagot agad itong Enderun.
Yep. With a mini run of his own, he has a 5-0 run. See Kenneth Owumba, no? The poster, sorry, not poster. The tomahawk dunk earlier and the three-pointer just all by himself. Manese with 26 seconds on the game clock. Oh, excellent stop and go move. Wow. Great body control by Sean.
Body control is correct. Ang ganda ng just the timing of that move to
Parang
face the
mini hook
defender.
shot, no?
Oo.
Shot clock ticking down now, no difference. Kolanay working on Manese. Step back jumper, yes sir! And it has been an isolation ball game between Enderun and LPU. But Enderun being the victor so far in the first half. 51-43 is our score in favor of the Titans. An 8-point lead for the men in the captain's seat, headed by no one other than Kenneth Owumba. But of course, a lot of well-deserved minutes by Mustafa Salahuddin, Richmond Cusino, and Carl Nocum can only do so much for this LPU Pirates team. But Enderun just proving to be way too much to handle for this Pirates squad. We'll be right back for more action. 51-43, Enderun by 8.
Kung bitin sa isa, anong hinihintay pa? Dobleng minam na nahanap mo ay nandito na. Sarap na buy one take one at hindi magbabago. Tara na dito sa Shawarma Shack, Shawarma Shack. Mas masaya pag dalawa. Shawarma Shack, Shawarma Shack. Doble ang sarap, dito may forever ka. Shawarma Shack, oh Shawarma Shack. Kaya dito ka na isama.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Mga kaliga, you're still watching the Pinoyliga Next Man Cup, and for our halftime interview, I'm here with DJ Howe from the Enderun Titans. Now, DJ, good afternoon to you, and thank you for joining me in this halftime interview. But we're just curious, why are you not in your jersey today?
During training on Wednesday, I sprained my right ankle, so that's why I'm sitting out right now, because it's still pretty swollen, and I don't want to force anything, but I'm just here cheering on my guys. Hopefully they play with a lot more confidence and get the win today.
And we hope that you recover fast, DJ. And lastly, what should your team do in order to be prepared in situations like this where you are undermanned?
I mean, with me out, there's more opportunities for other guys, so I'm going to cheer them on, and hopefully they keep playing hard and finish out with the win, and then win on Tuesday and go forward from there.
Thank you so much, DJ. Truly, your team embodies the next man up mantra. Now, that's all for our halftime interview. We'll return in a while.
Kung bitin sa isa, anong hinihintay pa? Dobleng minam na nahanap mo ay nandito na. Sarap na buy one take one at hindi magbabago. Tara na dito sa Shawarma Shack, Shawarma Shack. Mas masaya pag dalawa. Shawarma Shack, Shawarma Shack. Doble ang sarap, dito may forever ka. Shawarma Shack, oh Shawarma Shack. Kaya dito ka na isama.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now. Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more with Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Kung bitin sa isa, anong hinihintay pa? Dobleng minamnam na hanap mo ay nandito na. Sarap na buy one take one at hindi magbabago. Tara na dito sa Show Mama Shack, Show Mama Shack. Mas masaya ang pagdalawa. Show Mama Shack, Show Mama Shack. Doble ang sarap, dito may forever ka. Show Mama Shack, oh Show Mama Shack. Kaya dito ka na isama.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access.
And now we are back for the second half. 43-51 in favor of the Enderun Titans. 8-point lead naman ang kinakapitan ng mga taga-Enderun with the home court advantage. It was a pretty close game kasi nung first quarter, no? Pero nakaalamang itong Titans nung pagdating sa second quarter, and they really love their stare downs. I mean, Salaudin and Owumba has been staring down from the better side of the rifle against this LPU Pirate squad that seems to be leaning too heavily on Casino and Dokum. But these stats will be telling a different story, Justin.
Oo, maganda naman ginagawa ng both teams. Pero so far, I think it has been the energy of the Enderun Titans. And kitang-kita natin in terms of energy sa rebounding department, out-rebounding them by 7. And of course, they are taking care of the ball more. 9 turnovers to Lyceum as only 4 sa Enderun Titans.
I actually expected the rebound differential to be a lot higher, no? Especially for Enderun. But obviously, the rebound department, they're winning. Assist department, halos pantay nga lang. And turnovers, they have done a better job in taking care of the basketball. In terms of the leading scorers, no, of the LPU Pirates and the Titans, taking a look at who has been dictating the pace here. For LPU naman, Carl Nocum with 13, Casino has 11, Colin with a quiet 9. No surprise with Kenneth Humumba with 19, Manese with 11, and Salaudin with 8. What was surprising to me actually is Manese outscoring Salaudin.
Oo,
Yun yung medyo nakakagulat, no?
Nakausap ko nga siya nung halftime. We were there in the water fountain. We were talking. Sabi ko, hey man, you're looking good out there. Sabi niya.
Sino to? Si Manese?
Si Manese, Chamba, pahumble pa eh. Sabi niya, chamba lang, chamba lang.
Chamba lang. Sana magpaulan siya pa ng mas maraming chamba, no? As we get into the second half of today's ball game for game number 2 for the play-ins of the Pinoyliga Next Man Cup.
In Chamba or not, in this play-in tournament, if you get that first win, okay na yan.
Ito kasi actually 4 pa lang sila sa court, no? I'm not sure who their 5th man will be.
Ito, si Gastador.
There we si Joshel.
Akala ko si Coach Pipo yung papasok eh.
Papasok, akala ko ikaw yung papasok eh. Pero si Joshel Gastador is being put in for perimeter shooting reasons, no? Na nakita nila na kapag si Mustafa nandyan, tapos half-court set tayo, mas nakakarami tayo ng kick-out eh. No?
Of course, Joshel Gastador playing the shooting guard position for the Enderun Titans.
Gastador hands it off to Panganiban. Multiple DHOs here for Enderun. Finds Salaudin. Drop step. That is his move.
Man, and that was a nice reverse pivot.
Ganda na.
Into the hook shot.
Parang yun yung ginagawa mo sa hallway kapag wala kang kasalubong. Pero kapag ginawa mo yun na may bantay ka, tapilok ka eh. But,
in between class.
Parang ipunta lang sa English ha. Tapos biglang mag-hook shot ka. But Mustafa Salahuddin, coming from the first games ng Enderun, has developed that hook shot over time. Nakita natin na medyo hilaw pa si Mustafa nung una na he's getting those touches inside pero hindi niya na-finish. But now, I mean, a very reliable drop-step finisher
Oo.
for Enderun.
Ayoko gamitin yung reference na sasabihin ko eh. Kasi medyo marireveal yung edad natin eh. Pero mukha siyang Hakeem Olajuwon doon.
Hakeem Olajuwon, one of my favorite players.
Yes.
As Salahuddin gets that block earlier on LPU, protecting the rim. So Gastador now will inbound. Hakeem has been one of my favorite players for a while. And it's because of the fundamentals of the game. No? Na yun yung nag-evolve na ng sobra. Naalala ko nung time na basketball was all about half-court sets. Getting into the post-up kapag matangkad, you play bully ball, kick out sa shoot, and that's it. Ngayon kasi, even the big men can shoot, the small guys can post up, and ang dami ng moves na pwede. And the technicalities of the game has really evolved. Pero ngayon siguro, I mean, coming from that, siguro, just coming from your reference, no? From the time ni Olajuwon, or the time na we started watching basketball, na medyo matagal na yon. Going into the modern era now, what has been the biggest change? And what do you think is yung challenge now for these young guys in college? Coming into the next part of their career, ano na ngayon challenge na kailangan nilang i-hone as Casino gets that N1?
Are you speaking of the big men in general?
Siguro, overall, regardless of role, or siguro pwedeng guards, pwedeng forwards, kasi maybe a lot of students are watching right now, no? Watching the play-ins ng Pinoyliga. Parang, ano kaya yung mga big adjustments from before na baka may pwede tayo matutunan from the past, but what do they have to hold now?
Well, ngayon kasi it's really positionless basketball eh. You know, everyone can shoot from the outside. All the players can dribble kahit big men, 'di ba? May ball handling na. Siguro what we can focus on now to develop the youth is how to play within a system. 'Di ba? Kasi lahat tayo may mga may bag na eh. Pero playing with one another, how to use the strengths of your teammates, 'di ba? How to realize those strengths and make it work inside the system.
So would you say, in your opinion, Justin, siguro para may pag-usapan lang na yung konti, would you say that the game has changed for the better?
Of
in
course.
your opinion,
It
with
has.
explanation. Siyempre, hindi na pwedeng yes lang.
Oo naman, 'di ba? Hindi na nakakahon yung mga player natin eh.
Yeah.
'Di ba? Lahat sila parang they have the freedom to do everything. It's just sometimes we get carried away na okay, big men pwede na mag-dribble. We tend to over-dribble. Sometimes yung skill workouts natin, puro skills na lang, nawawalan ng mga reads.
Yeah.
We turn away from simplifying the game with too much weapons in our arsenal.
That's true.
Parang ganun.
As Abrigana fishes for the foul against Mustafa Salahuddin. That's three-pointer, your three-point shot play of the game. Brought to you by Smart 5G.
On the spot ako dun sa tanong mo.
Pero kung titignan natin naman from your answer, the players right now for game number 2, you have Jovan Abrigana that can shoot from outside but can also punish you inside. You also have Mustafa Salahuddin with that decent outside jumper. Hindi sa tres, pero that long mid-range na kaya na rin mag-finish. Richmond Casino, you'd expect that height to just be a shooter, but he can slash just like Carl Nokum. Yung dalawang backcourt ng LPU Pirates. Dito naman sa Enderun, Sean Manese has that wide build, but usually kapag maliit ka, parang pang-distribute ka na ng bola eh. But now, the players try to build their bodies for the roles that they want to assume, but also prepared for positionless basketball.
Oo. Napa-oo na lang ako eh. No?
Tama naman. No? Tingnan mo, see, Casino lands that perimeter jumper.
Before, parang kung athletic lang, usually drive to the basket. Now, meron ng all-around game eh. You have the decent jumpers, the perimeter Jays, tapos meron ka rin slashing ability.
Yeah. And passing, syempre, you cannot forget passing, no? Ball is tapped away by Mustafa. Stays with the LPU. And Kulanay now will inbound here for the Pirates as they are down by 7 against this Titan team. Casino across to Abrigana against Manese. Driving hard to the basket. Almost blocked by Mustafa. But Abrigana, excellent floater. Gastador against Kulanay. Manese, a little too much dribbling for his own good. Nokum, dribbles it out into Gastador's hands. Rejoice sets the pick and into the hands of Richmond Casino all the way to the finger roll.
And Lyceum playing the passing lanes very well there, cutting this lead to 5.
And now, it's down to 3. Hindi pa na-update yung score natin, but Richmond Casino playing it to perfection. Now within 3 is LPU. We'll be right back after this timeout.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Mga kaliga, aren't you aware that Chris Newsom is here in the Enderun gym today? Actually, he's playing on court for the LPU Pirates, and I'm talking about Richmond Casino, who is flaunting his new hairstyle. According to Richmond, the only reason behind his hairstyle for today ay dahil nakakaharang daw sa kanyang mata, especially when he plays. Kung dati nga ay kilala siya for being the bandana boy, ngayon ay kakaibang style naman, and we can't wait to see what his next hairstyles would be. Mix and Justin, what can you say to LPU's very own Chris Newsom?
Una muna, Bianca, hinanap ko talaga si Chris Newsom dito sa Enderun. No joke. Tinignan ko sa crowd, parang wala naman yata si Chris Newsom. Pero yun pala, si Richmond Casino pala, yung tinutukoy ni Bianca. And, I mean, if nakakaganda ng laro, why not? May mga kalbo, may mga mahaba buhok, merong mga abot hanggang pusod. Whatever floats your boat, no? But it's a vibe. That's what I'm saying.
Sir.
I mean, using the Gen Z language, it's a vibe. You know? You know what I mean?
I mean, look good, play good nga, di ba?
Yep. Look good, play better. Yun naman dapat. As Enderun still in striking distance with 3 points. Oh, and Dionela gets that ball snatched away by Casino. And Richmond helps Sean Maneze up.
Of course, great display of showmanship between the two.
Baka sportsmanship, Justin.
Sportsmanship, sorry.
Hindi naman to show and tell para magka-showmanship eh. Tama naman yun.
Pasensya na.
Okay lang. Okay lang. Kasi na feeling ko yung showmanship dahil sa finger roll ni Casino kanina eh. Nandun ka pa sa showmanship na yun eh. And now, yun na nga, yung exchange ng centerpieces ng Enderun. Pasok si Uwomba, uupo muna si Salaudin. Pagpasok si Salaudin, uupo muna si Uwomba.
Mixing it up now, giving the Lyceum Pirates a different look on the defensive end.
And it looks like Coach Pipo has seen more success with this transition game of Enderun. No? Baka LPU again has the goal of outrunning Enderun, pero parang masyado sila nahihirapan eh. Especially if you have Kenneth Uwumba there, you have Sean Maneze, you also have the likes of Rejoice Jimenez and Albert Libago, who are big men that can run the floor with the rest of your team.
Pero ito namang Lyceum, you know, they have had an answer for those runs of Enderun. Pero ang nagiging problema nila is once dumidikit sila, kumakalas na naman.
Ito na naman, the full head of steam by Uwumba. Just enough space there. Jimenez. Corner. Into the inside. Excellent up and under move by Rejoice Jimenez.
Galaw na pang Tito yun eh, no? Up and under.
Yun yung ginagawa ko pag pagod na ako eh.
Ako rin eh.
Kulanay, excellent fadeaway jumper. That's tough. 3-point lead again, exchanging baskets. Now Sean Maneze. Into Jimenez. Uwumba tries from 3. Not sure why he ended up with that shot. Still a significant amount of time in the shot clock.
Of course, he made one earlier. Maybe
he checked, no?
Testing it out. Diba?
He checked ng konti.
Mixing it up. Kanina pa siya umaatake sa basket.
Papasok na ngayon si Kyle Perez for the LPU Pirates. And actually, if titignan natin yung game 1, siguro mapagkwentuhan din tayo ng konti. Ateneo and San Sebastian were the first 2 teams that played in the play-ins for Pinoyliga. And nanalo nga ang Ateneo by a considerable margin. But what was interesting there is that they were missing a lot of key players. I mean, San Sebastian didn't have Lance Ronquillo. They didn't have Ken Palaroan. Hindi nila pinalaro si Andre Lumanag. Ateneo didn't have Michael Asoro, 3D Ebdane, hindi naglaro si Femi Edu, but nung pinakausap natin yung coaches, it's just that they were preserving their lineups for the next season of NCAA and UAAP. So, they already look as far as 2 seasons ahead in terms of planning their personnel. Pero it was still an exciting game nonetheless. Kahit halos puro bago, especially sa San Sebastian. And acting head coach Melo Navarro, he mentioned na parang kumbaga isang malaking tryout to para sa Baste, no, na against Ateneo, a UAAP giant, na when is the next time you're gonna face Ateneo with stakes like this? Yun yung naging mentality niya.
At saka maganda rin yung game plan nila kanina. You know, I was tuning into the game earlier. San Sebastian, parang it was just a case of too little, too late. No?
Yeah.
They made a mini run in the 4th quarter, pero yun na nga, double digits na yung kalamangan. So, it was hard for them to get it.
It was.
To catch up and make it a ball game.
Manese finds Uwumba down the middle. Excellent move, but blocked by number 9, I believe that is Yuan Reyes. Hindi siya makapaniwala sa call na yan. Kala niya all ball.
Kenneth Uwumba from the free throw line. Great use of that jab step to misdirect his defender.
Look at this move by Casino. Smooth as silk. Off-hand finish pa yan, ha? That's tough.
Ang gaan niya gumalaw no?
Tapos yun pala, para siyang si Rock Lee sa Naruto, no? Na may ankle weights pa na 100 kilograms. Tapos kapag tinanggal pa niya yun, parang parang flash lang siya.
Hindi ko na alam yung reference mo na yun.
Ay, okay, never mind.
Gets ko na kung yung sinasabi mo.
Kapag tinanggal niya, no?
I had to be honest though.
It's okay. It's alright. Casino being guarded by Uwumba here. Interesting switch in defense here for Enderun. Gives it off to Abregana. Attacks downhill. And that's what they do against Doniel Odal. They attack him downhill.
Smart move. Drawing the contact and quickly throwing it up to go for a shooting foul. Pwede na palang lumamang ang Lyceum dito with these 2 free throws.
Parang silent lead changes lang kasi yung nangyayari dito sa Enderun and LPU, no? So, Jovan Abregana will be shooting 2 free throws here for LPU.
So far, no, etong Enderun Titans, they have been tested in the late game often. You know, sometimes they control the game from the first half pagdating ng mga 4th quarter, the dying stages. They tend to give it up and medyo delikado. They can't afford to have this ball game tied with less than 4 minutes remaining of the 3rd.
Abregana makes both, putting them up by 1. Gastador guarded by Colanay. Odal, elbow jumper. Ball will stay with Enderun. Panganiban will inbound. Finds Udal in the corner. Gastador. Inside to Libago. Free throw jumper. That's golden.
Smooth looking jumper para kay Albert Libago.
Colanay. Trying to push it against Gastador. Colanay. Move on the inside. Tries to kick it out to Perez. Libago interrupts the pass. Uwumba. Oh, but bothered there by Colanay enough. They have to get it across now. Gastador, excellent pass to Panganiban. Just a bit too strong. Ooh. And 3-pointer is good para kay Josiel Gastador.
That is exactly why he is in the ball game, for his outside shooting.
Parang Wami Tiongson eh.
Oo, kahapon, no? I don't know kung nakita mo kahapon. One of the dagger shots for the Beermen.
Wami Tiongson. Oh, and Jovan Abregana doing what he does best. Driving to the heart of the defense. Uwumba again against Casino. Panganiban swings it to Gastador. Oh, and denied again by Casino. But he sees Uwumba pull-up jumper. Taas ng tanong talaga ni Casino. Uwumba, full head of steam. That's what you have to do.
That was
minus
a good
the foul. Minus the foul.
But smart foul para kay Kulanay. very anticlimactic. No?
Kala ko, tomahawk na naman eh. Jovan Abregana will take a seat here for LPU. Papasok na naman itong si Sean Manese para kay Joey Panganiban.
Joey Panganiban will take a seat after that turnover.
Gastador, can he make it too? No.
Oh
But
my.
Owumba with the putback. And the foul. Coming from nowhere. Coming from the first floor. Was Kenneth Owumba.
Speechless na lang ako eh.
What a he just ran all the way from the three-point line to get that shot to go up and in for Enderun.
And with two gray shirts in front of him.
He doesn't care.
Yeah.
They're just traffic codes to him. Oh, traffic codes lang yan. And pasok yung free throw ni Kenneth Owumba.
Sabi ni Owumba, balik na kayo sa EDSA.
Owumba now on Nokum. It looks like he always picks up that primary guard of LPU. Libago kicks it now to Owumba. All the way to the basket. Could have gotten away with the travel. Looked like a travel by Kenneth. No? And the coaching staff telling him to dunk it next time for sureness. Pero that's still going to be 2 fouls for Kenneth Owumba.
Let's see. 1, 2.
Ay, hindi naman pala.
Okay.
Clean. Tayo pala yung dirty. Tawag ng tawag, di naman referee.
Oo nga eh. Sino bang may best seat in the house, di ba?
Ako. Ako lang. Ang selfish.
Pero going back to the game, no, ito na naman ang Lyceum. Nakakalapit sila. They actually got a 1 point.
Kanina.
Oo,
Pero nawala agad eh.
Yun na naman eh. This is the second time it has happened today.
Owumba makes that second. Now LPU has Mulligan, Perez, Nokum, Singson, and Caicedo.
Pero so far, mix yung energy talaga ng Enderun Titans ang nagbibigay ng kalamangan sa kanila.
Yeah.
No?
And they really have to try and involve other people other than Nokum and Casino, no?
Oo. Ayun na naman.
Owumba with another offensive rebound and draws another foul.
Of course, easier said than done, but Lyceum has to get a body on him before he gets to that jump and grab those offensive rebounds para sa Enderun.
He's just all over the place right now, itong si Kenneth. He has made an imprint on this game. Kenneth Owumba makes that first one.
And I'm curious to see what the disparity is now in the rebound department. Nung halftime, 7 lang, but it felt like it was more than 7.
Caicedo hands it off to Singson, being guarded by Manese. Gets that pick from Patino. Tries to get everybody involved. Shot clock reads 5. Nokum has to go quick. What the space between him and Owumba is almost unbelievable.
With a little space in between them, gets that boarding jump shot to go in. And ito, Lyceum playing catch up once again.
Manese trying to find Owumba in the middle, but does not succeed to do so. So Enderun will rerun it. Manese. Oh, excellent behind the back pass to Libago. Just could not finish there. A spark of energy here for the Titans. Mulligan.
Libago putting himself in traffic there.
Mulligan trying to get it inside, but shoots the 3 instead. And ball will go back to Enderun. They'll go for the last shot here with 6.5 remaining here in the third. Gastador pushing the pace. Gets a very good look at a three. Overshoots it. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. 71-64 in favor of the Titans. Still take maximum control of this ball game. LPU not seeing any energy from anyone outside Casino, Abrigana, and Casino. Yun yung kailangan na i-work out ng Pirates ngayon. But let's see if the fourth quarter holds a different story. We'll be right back for the fourth quarter.
Kung bitin sa isa, anong hinihintay pa? Dobling ninamnam na hanap mo ay nandito na. Sarap na buy one take one at hindi magbabago. Tara na dito sa Shawarma Shack, Shawarma Shack. Mas masaya ang pagdalawa. Shawarma Shack, Shawarma Shack. Doble ang sarap, dito may forever ka. Shawarma Shack, oh Shawarma Shack. Kaya dito ka.
Fun, fan, and fam here at Amalie Hotel Manila. We are bringing people together. Our audience members supporting their home teams in the Enderun Titans and the LPU Pirates. And as we go into the final 10 minutes of this game, it looks like it's going to be Enderun basketball so far.
Well, they have a 7-point lead, and momentum is on their side after Lyceum coming from a mini run to tie the ball game and take a 1-point lead. Ito, nasagot na naman ng Enderun Titans with their energy. Care of Kenneth Oumba.
I mean, Kenneth Oumba has been the Duracell Energizer, lahat na ng battery para sa Enderun, no? Iba kasi, I mean, for me, Oumba brings energy but Mustafa brings safety.
Oh.
I think that's something that Enderun can probably explore. Na kapag nandiyan si Oumba, talagang run. Pero pag nandiyan si Mustafa, set tayo.
Oh, mas efficient no?
Mas efficient. And traveling will be called on LPU there as Enderun takes control. Kung malaking run lang yung LPU dito and stay consistent, they could come away with a win here. And siguro remind lang natin yung mga viewers natin of today's game. So right now, LPU and Enderun are under group edge. So nasa play-ins tayo. 3 teams are battling for that 4th spot. The LPU Pirates, the Enderun Titans, and the UP Fighting Maroons. Whoever has the best record out of all those 3 teams will gain that 4th spot. If one gets a 2-0 lead, pasok na sila. Pero kapag dalawa sila naka 1-1, we play by quotient. Kaya importante sa mga teams na to na kapag tatambakan sila, kailangan hindi masyadong malaki. Or when they win, it has to be a very decisive margin. As Oumba cans another 3 there for the Titans. And yun nga, after these play-ins, we're gonna go to the playoffs.
Yes.
And it's gonna be single round, but twice to beat advantage ang first and second seed.
At saka ang mananalo dito sa play-in tournament natin, dito sa group edge
Yeah.
let's say if Enderun gets that 4th seed,
Sino kakaharapin nila?
kakalabanin nila is the undefeated CSB Blazers.
CSB lang naman.
with
EAC lang naman.
a twice to beat advantage pa.
Yes. Emilio Aguinaldo lang naman. Tsaka Guangming lang naman. I mean, EAC, I haven't gotten the chance to cover these guys yet, but I mean, CSB is stacked head to toe in terms of firepower. I mean, from the defensive end all the way to producing buckets, CSB, there's a reason why they're undefeated. And Guangming naman, medyo silent killer itong Guangming College, no? They have Stephen Ehebem, they have Jo Marie Pecolera, they also have some reliable big men also in Kurt Lactautau, if I'm not mistaken, no? And si Chad Amante. Sorry, that's for St. Dominic.
St. Dominic.
But yeah, sa Guangming, definitely a team to watch, no? Kasi yung mga half-court set nila, very, very well executed.
Yes, of course, they are coached by Coach Paul Ramos, no?
Yes.
And very systematic and magandang discipline ng Guangming College.
Oumba swings it to Gastador, trying to find Dibago. Finds Kenneth underneath, tries to go for the dunk. But he's gonna get the 2 points anyway. And LPU throws that ball away. as they're now up by 11. Kenneth Umumba was just... He wanted another body.
He woke up angry today.
He woke up with bad boy intentions today, as this is your shacking play of the game brought to you by the Shawarma Shack.
His athletic ability on full display today.
Gusto ko talaga malaman kung anong shoes niya ni Kenneth Umumba. Feeling ko may spring yan.
Naku, naka Kobe
Ito,
6
tanungin
na
mo,
siya
katabi mo na nga.
Oo, Kobe 6 yung gamit niya the all white ones.
Ewan ko, wala akong masyadong alam sa shoes Pero gusto ko lang malaman kung may special technology ba yan.
Key shocks.
Oh. And there's another dunk for Enderun Mustafa Salahuddin. The recipient of a great drop pass inside. And LPU hasn't done a very good job of covering that drop pass. No, that was a similar case as Carl Nocum again, the heart and soul of LPU right now. But yun yung hindi na napopolice, no? Kapag na-attract na ng Enderun their primary guard down that pick, someone's gonna be free down there. Odal, three-pointer, no good. Could have been big if it went. And Abrigana just bumps into Manese. And that's going to be a foul on Mustafa Salahuddin, number 19 of Enderun. As we take a look at this replay, now Carl Nocum against two very good defenders at that, Sean Manese and Mustafa Salahuddin.
Showing us his version of a big boy move.
Oh, para mala SGA yun. Casino tries to find Abrigana. Pull-up jumper down the elbow. Yes, sir.
It looks so simple with Richmond Casino.
That's hard,
That is a hard jumper to pull off.
That's very hard to do consistently, especially going up and down, defense and offense, setting your teammates up, setting screens, off-ball movement, as biglang gaganong ka natira. That's very tough.
So with a 1-2 step, tapos napakataas ng vertical jump niya.
Oo. Yung vertical jump niya, parang yung jump niya para sa layup Oo. Casino now will bring it down for the Pirates against Panganiban. Casino drives to the hole. Excellent move to freeze Mustafa. And yan na, Coach Pipo, ipapasok na naman ito si Kenneth Umumba and si Libago. Mukhang napapansin niya, no, na medyo natutorch yung defense kapag si Mustafa nandun. Kasi nasasaraduhan ni Casino Alam niya kung paano gamitin yung ring as an additional harang para sa kanya.
Of course, with 6.5 minutes remaining and a 7-point lead para sa Enderun, it is an eternity of basketball.
Oh, and he only took one step off that collect. That's tough. And upo muna dito si Rejoice Jimenez and Mustafa Salahuddin after some hard minutes for the Titans. Umumba. Ooh, putting the move on Nocum. Step back three is good.
Big shot yun para kay Kenneth Umumba. Medyo pamatay sunog.
Kulanay all the way to the basket against Libago. That's good defense. Umumba. Full head of steam. Thought about the three. Finds Manese. Cross court to Kenneth. Inside the Panganiban. Again, the patience of Enderun just torching this LPU defense. Now Casino trying to use that pick from Colian. Finds Abrigana, top of the key three. No good. And Umumba now will bring it down. He sees blood. He sees the gap. Attacks it. But Colian had other plans. Sabi mo, relax lang. Tambak na nga kami tapos ganyan ka pa. And ngayon, pakinggan naman natin ang ating courtside reporter na si Bianca Tagarda. Anong kwento mo dyan, Bianca?
Mix and Justin, short update lang regarding the Enderun huddle. At sabi nga ni Coach Pipo Nondu, when you see the ball, you grab it. Reiterating that they need to waste no time for this game despite facing challenges with their players. But Mix and Justin, you gotta admire the resilience of this Enderun Titans team, that every time Coach Pipo calls for a timeout, they immediately respond right after.
I mean, absolutely. That's something na yung consistent sa Enderun, no? Na kapag nagtawag ng timeout si Coach Pipo, talagang lahat yan makikinig na parang, yes sir, yes general ang sinasabi dyan. Pero you can see the impact that it's done on the personnel. Pero any intangibles that we're not seeing for Enderun and or LPU na baka pwede natin pag-usapan?
Well, itong Lyceum talaga, it's just a matter of, you know, nagagawa nila yung tama, nadidikit nila yung laro, pero they just have a hard time staying close eh.
Yeah.
Diba? Parang bumibigay sila right after tying the ball game. And I guess
Great
it's just the
pass.
consistency.
Casino and Nocum lang talaga yung naging istorya para sa LPU dito, no? And that could have been much better, siguro, if they tried to assist on some of the shots of the big men na kapag may nalilibre after that drop pass. Pero if you have a player as big as Mustafa Salahuddin on that other end, how do you do that drop pass, diba? Gastador set to check in here for Enderun. Manese, weaving through the defense. Hits Libago. Shot clock reads 8. Big boy move. Udal. Elbow jumper. That's good.
And finally, Udal, after a couple of tries, gets the elbow jumper to go down.
Udal against Abrigana. And that's gonna be a foul on Doniel. Mukha na ang natamaan kay Jovan dun. As we take a look at this instant replay.
Libreng-libre sa elbow. Itong si Udal.
Daniel Udal sinking that long elbow jumper. Abrigana now at the free throw line for 2 shots. And now for a second shot is Jovan. Okay din kasi hairstyle ito ni Jovan. No? Very shell-like. Parang ang presko.
Galing parang kala mo galing barbershop lang talaga.
Saktong-sakto lang yung gupit. Uwumba. Kicks it out to Gastador. Panganiban. Corner to Libago. Tries to back down Abrigana. Udal a little further from his mark. And that's what you get if he gets to warm up that shot. Now Enderun up to 15 against the LPU Pirates. We'll be right back for more fourth quarter action. And now we are back to the fourth quarter, 90-75 in favor of Enderun. A 15-point lead for the Titans na kanina patatlo, palima-lima lang. Pero ngayon up to 15. And if this trend continues, it's gonna be 1-0 for Enderun. Nocum putting on the gas. Nobody stopping Carl Nocum and gets that finger roll to go. What a drive by Carl Nocum.
And kailangan ng LPU yan if they want to make this a ball game with 3.5 minutes remaining.
Uwumba, excellent stop. Libago, out to Kenneth again. 3-pointer, that's good. Nocum, looking for that pick from Abrigana. Denies it. Colian, 3-pointer, yes sir, top of the key, 3 is good.
Swishes it in from the middle.
That's a tough place to usually land threes, no? Yung top of the key na yan. Yan usually yung nahihirapan yung mga players to get consistently. As Enderun loses the ball again. Casino, inside to Abrigana. Tough shot. Oh, and second chance for LPU. Si Colana medyo nang intimidate pa dun kay Panganiban.
Oo.
Pero feeling ko biro lang yun Gastador out to Uwumba. To Josiel. Back to Panganiban. Three-pointer. It's raining threes here in Taguig. 3 after 3. We started with Ateneo and San Sebastian earlier. 3 after 3 being made. And the same is true for game number 2.
Oh, so Joey Panganiban with ice in his veins and probably the dagger.
Sobra naman kung pumasok pa yun. Akala ko papasok din para kay Jovan. And now we are at the last 2 minutes. Brought to you by Eastern Communications. Oh, and it's gonna be a foul on number 2 for Enderun. That's... Oh, sorry. No, that's not number 2. But since it's the penalty, Casino will be shooting free throws now. Not sure what the foul was there. 22 pala si Gastador.
Oh, I didn't quite get the action that happened. After that shot, biglang may foul agad ang nabigay ng Enderun.
It's out of the ordinary. But it looks like both teams will be reporting back to their benches for now.
As our referees will take a review of that previous possession.
We're gonna review that last one, no? Kung ano ba yung nangyari? Kasi right now, Coach Pipo is very confused na pinatuhan ng foul and si Casino was set to shoot free throws there.
And of course, kahit 14-point lead itong Enderun, they don't want to give Lyceum any momentum going to this last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
At syempre, yung sinasabi nga nating
there we go. Gastador with Colian. Ayun, inipit niya si Colian He bumped him on the way down. Not sure about that foul. Looked pretty normal. No, I mean, again, the referees have the best view,
Yes.
But judging from that clip, parang kaya ng bitawan yun Pwedeng ino-call yun But the referees have whistled that there will be a foul, so 2 free throws for Colian.
Siyempre, every point is crucial here. Going into that quotient system, kung sakasakali magka-triple tie nga tayo sa tatlong teams na to.
Colian misses that first. And Colian makes them both. And these last 2 minutes brought to you by Eastern Communications. Uwumba out to Panganiban, inside to Libago. Quick jab there for Enderun.
So Enderun with that nice press break and getting Albert Libago with an easy 2.
Grabe naman si Noko, parang hindi napapagod no?
Refusing to give up.
And ending up in a foul there for Carl Nokum. As we take a look at that last fast break. Uwumba to Panganiban to Libago for an easy basket down the other end. Now Carl Nokum will be shooting 2 free throws here for LPU. And makes that first one is Carl Nokum. Chance for one more free throw here. Makes them both. Manese being pressured at the backcourt here by LPU, but gets it across. Uwumba against Casino. Full head of steam, but pulls up for 3. Questionable shot there from Kenneth. Ball on the floor and...
Shot there for Kenneth Uwumba.
Oh, that's going to be a foul on Joey Panganiban. Yep. So it will be LPU ball.
And I think free throws for LPU.
Free throws pa. Kasi penalty na tong Enderun
Yes, sir. So, syempre, both of these teams will have to face UP.
Yes. Kasi, kumbaga, single round robin Hindi ba? Yep.
Yes.
Because you will face everyone from that bottom 3 once.
Yes.
Tapos it's either you have a 2-0 record or 1-1 tapos quotient. And Kolian misses that free throw. Enderun in the penalty now. LPU still with 2 fouls to give. And Coach Pipo will be calling timeout here as they are up by 12. 98-86 is our score. We'll be right back for more fourth quarter action. Coach Pipo and the Titans have just called timeout as they find themselves up by 12 against the Pirates for the play-ins. But looking at their records as individual teams, no, LPU 1-4 so far in the Next Man Cup, and Enderun with 2 wins and 3 losses. The bottom 3 teams being Enderun, LPU, and UP, looking to secure that 4th spot para makasabay itong CSB, EAC, GMC, so these are CSB, so College of St. Benilde, EAC, Emilio Aguinaldo, and Guangming College, Flying Dragons. Ngayon yung tanong para sa Group Edge is, will it be Enderun, will it be LPU, or will it be UP that will be facing these other 3 teams in the play-ins?
And of course, you know, if everything goes according to ito, yung game natin ngayon, Enderun, you know, sila ang nauna, getting their first win here in the Group Edge. And of course, they will have to secure it against the UP Fighting Maroons.
Pero may 1.5 minutes pa. Baka may run, no? But then again, we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Kung bitin sa isa, anong hinihintay pa? Dobling ninamnam na hanap mo ay nandito na. Sarap na buy one take one at hindi magbabago. Tara na dito sa Shawarma Shack, Shawarma Shack. Mas masaya pag dalawa. Shawarma Shack, Shawarma Shack. Doble ang sarap, dito may forever ka. Shawarma Shack, oh Shawarma Shack. Kaya dito ka na isama.
And now coming back into the fourth quarter, if LPU has any chance of getting back into this lead, it's coming from the perimeter. Kasi ngayon, alam na ng Enderun na kaya ng mag-slash ni Nakasino, ni Nanokum, and then Enderun with their usual weapons, but not much to worry about as they're up by 12. What can LPU draw up here? What do you think to cut into this lead with 1.5 remaining?
Well, syempre they have to force those turnovers, no? And if they can draw fouls and make use of this penalty situation,
Pwede.
malaking tulong yan eh.
Yeah. Oh, and Kolian gets a steal as LPU takes control. 3-pointer on the way, Kulanay! That's what I was talking about. Don't count them out yet. But Enderun can seal it if they don't commit a turnover now. LPU uses one of their fouls to give.
So that is 3 team fouls para sa Enderun Titans.
Enderun just has to break this press. But LPU just suffocating defense here. And another foul against LPU.
No, next foul will put them in the penalty.
Penalty na yan. Not sure what LPU's tactic is here, no?
Siguro ginamit nila yung mga fouls to give nila because they're trying to get a steal.
Okay. Kasi parang last foul nila, parang hindi masyado eh.
No.
Lebago, itatabid niya na dito. Manese finds Albert against Jasper Kulanay. Julian Kulanay, rather. Huwamba. Shot clock reads 8. Step back 3-pointer. Could have been big. Jimenez doesn't get it. Manese to Noko.
Quick 5-0 run para sa Lyceum, 7 points.
But they can't afford to trade baskets right now. They had to stop Enderun, which they did. Uwumba all the way. Would have been big if he got an N1 there. But Uwumba has been pretty lights out from the free throw line lately. So this could be a sure 2 points here for the Titans.
Not just from the free throw line, decent shooting from outside as well. However, missing that snatch back 3-pointer the previous possession.
Ooh, and the missing his first there was Uwumba. Only up by 7 is Enderun. Gets it to go. And timeout will be called by Lyceum. 7-point lead, 8-point lead now for Enderun. We'll be right back. Stay tuned for more action.
Get 8 gigabytes of all access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life and more. With Smart Power All access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
And now we are back for more Pinoyliga Next Man Cup action. Game 2 of the play-ins. Game 1 ended with Ateneo securing a victory over San Sebastian, and Enderun now at the cusp of securing this victory over Lyceum. They just have to take control. Casino to Kulanay. Big if it goes. Yes, sir!
And Kulanay off that elevator screen, drills the 3-pointer and cuts this lead to 5 points.
Excellent play by LPU. Cutting down the lead to 5. What a huge play for Lyceum. Excellent screen set by LPU. We'll be right back for more action as we're within 5. And now we are back after that big shot by Julian Kulanay with a play just drawn up to perfection. The screens were set perfectly, and Julian Kulanay just shot that gap out, got that pass from Richmond Casino, and now Enderun in a world of trouble. Well, actually not naman, but they're up by 5.
Ganda ng pop-out niya off that elevator screen, setting his feet, no hesitations, and Kulanay draining that 3-pointer. And we are in a 5-point ball game right now.
LPU has to foul now. They have to foul. But they're not fouling. Jimenez gives it to Gastador. Finds Libago. Wisely wasting away the time, and there's not sure why wouldn't they just foul earlier, no, so that they can attempt an earlier basket. What do you think?
I think they tried to trap them first. Kung makuha nila sa mga trapping zones na yan, force a turnover. Yun, parang yun yung first option nila before giving up the foul.
But then again, if you see the Gastador leaves the door open here for LPU, no? Just a 2-possession ball game here. Kayang-kaya pa ng LPU to. Kulanay has been quiet all game and lands 2 of the biggest 3-pointers here in the 4th quarter for LPU. Oh, misses both. But rebound controlled by Libago. And there's the foul against Albert.
And Enderun getting away with that one.
That was a very close call for the Titans.
Oh.
Albert can make it a 3-possession ball game. Now he can't. He can't now. He can only make it 2 possessions. I'm just gonna stand up for this, okay, Justin? Because
Go
I can
ahead.
barely see. You know what I mean?
That is 0 for 3 from their last 3 trips to the line.
Debago now with one more shot. Doesn't make it. Nokum rushes to the other side. Kulanay, pull up 3. No. Battle for the rebound. Kolian short hands it. Gets the put back to go. LPU now within 3. They have to foul. And Manese is fouled by Kulanay. Kulanay had a very, very clear look at 3. That could have gone in. And if Kolian made that first shot off that putback,
Grabe,
could have been a different story for Enderun here.
0 for 4, you know?
Yep. And Vanessa sinks that first free throw. 4-point lead now for the Titans. Can put it up by 5. 9.75 remaining for the Pirates. Intentionally misses, I believe. Gets that. And Rejoice Jimenez, rather, gets that offensive board. And 2 possessions straight, Justin, na nakapag-offensive rebound itong Enderun Titans off that free throw. For sure, hindi yan nagugustuhan ni Coach MC.
Oh, multiple tries na sana nakakuha sila ng basket na makakapag go into overtime sana.
Pero hindi. Enderun just kept dominating the offensive boards when it mattered the most.
Yes.
There we go. Rejoice Jimenez gets that to go. LPU now. What do? Casino gets Uwumpa in the air and draws the foul against Kenneth. So Casino will be heading to the free throw line for 3 shots.
Strange ending to this ball game.
Wow. A very different story, no? Coming from game number 1. Ateneo almost dominating San Sebastian already in the second half. Pero ngayon, nakikita natin, no? LPU giving it everything they've got. Everything that remains. And it looks like this call will be reviewed. And the referees will be at the scores table now, double-checking this replay. And Julian Kulanay with 2 huge 3-point shots for the LPU Pirates. Taking a look at this instant replay, yun na nga, mukhang na-foul nga ni Uwumba dun. Moving from A to B. Yep, that looks like a foul. And these will be 3 very big free throws for Richmond Casino. And if he makes all 3, no, Justin, hypothetically, if he makes all 3, what does Enderun do now?
Well, there's only 3 seconds.
Sorry, what does LPU do?
There's only 3 seconds remaining. Of course, you will go for the foul. But regardless if they get the win or not, ang implications nito is if pumunta nga sa quotient system, nababa nila yung...
But if Enderun wins, now that their mission is just to beat UP. Kumbaga. 3 very big free throws for Richmond. Makes the first. Diyan na pumapasok yung mga mechanics eh. Free throw mechanics.
Calmly sinking the first one. Itong si Richmond Casino.
Oh, is it only 1 more free throw? I think it is 1 more free throw. Yeah, it is. Oh, and he misses it. Libago almost a steal by Koyan. And there we go. That's all she wrote. The Enderun Titans emerge victorious against the LPU Pirates. What a hard-fought game from both of these teams. And Enderun finds them up by 1-0. And LPU will have to battle for their life with 1 more game against the UP Fighting Maroons. 102-97 is our final score. Now we move on for the school hymns.
our best player of the game, 40 big points. 13 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. Jersey number 24, Kenneth Umba.
Mga kaliga, I'm here beside our best player of the game with a double-double performance of 40 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals. That is Kenneth Umba. Now, Kenneth, congratulations for this win, but how were you able to adjust after every timeout called by Coach Pipo?
You know, it's because of my teammates, so they trust me, I trust them. I took full advantage on the court, so I was hoping I make a good decision and just defense.
And you never disappoint, Kenneth, with every performance of yours. But for your next and last play-ins game, it's a must-win. Now, what's going to be your motto for that one?
The last game, my motto is like, I keep going. You know, the expectation is high for me, so I have to show up. I have to figure out every game. So I have to support my team, especially now they get injured. Hopefully we recover fast. So I have to do what I'm supposed to do. That's all.
And you always show up whenever you are needed. But lastly, would you like to give a shout out to thank someone or to greet someone live?
I shout out my teammate. I shout out the community of Pinoyliga. I shout out Kuya. I shout out the Public. I shout out the community of Enderun and all the sponsors of Pinoyliga.
Thank you so much, Kenneth Umba. And again, congratulations for this win. Now let's go back to Migs.
Thank you, Bianca, and once again, congratulations to the Enderun Titans securing their win against the LPU Pirates 102-97. That was your best player of the ball game, Kenneth Uwumba, with 40 gigantic points with a double-double, 13 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 blocks. And that is all for our Pinoyliga Next Man Cup. Stay tuned for our Alumni Cup. We'll be right back.